I saw Jesus in the sky. I heard him say, "I am here, it is finished, and it is done." Remember how he was positioned on the cross with his arms spread out? So he was in the sky standing, but he put out his arms like when he was on the cross. And he did that arm thing really fast. And then heaven and earth shook. And I heard, then heaven and earth will shake. Then after, the Spirit of God came up from the earth as if it was already on earth. It went off, and there was so much glory everywhere. Then people all of a sudden started to get raptured up everywhere in the world. And after that, Jesus, the people that were raptured, and like all the glory, went off. And all that was left on the earth that I could see was this gloomy environment, very dark, ash everywhere. People were still on earth, but it was the remnant that was not raptured up with Jesus. People that were left on the earth started to wonder and ask, what happened? And the one person I remember hearing said, the glory of the Lord left the earth. And they all looked up at the moon, and the moon was red. They looked up at the clouds, and the clouds were dark. Just like how it talks in Revelation about the blood moon and the atmosphere of the end times, the description fit perfectly. I saw Jesus come in the sky with horses, and I saw his face, and his eyes were like pure white, but I knew, and you could just feel it. He was so upset. He was so mad. And he looked at the people that were on the earth, and he said to them, "And you were the ones that did not believe." When he looked with his eyes, the light that were in his eyes beamed onto the people. Then all of a sudden, I fall into this portal, like in earth or something. And I remember when I went through the portal, I went to hell, not as if I was suffering, but like the Lord was showing me something through that. I remember seeing first the Spirit of the Lord hovering over me, protecting me from what was happening down there. When I first entered the vision, I heard someone say, "Believe in him." And there was lava everywhere. There was people screaming, some crying. I didn't hear it a lot. There was just anguish, and I just remember the atmosphere being so scary and wrenching. There's no word on earth to describe the atmosphere, the activities that happened in my vision and in hell, period. This is a very graphic part. I seen a woman. I heard her. There were demons tormenting her. She was screaming, but it was like the worst absolute scream you've ever heard. Her body was contorting in the most like petrifying ways. Her head was like twisted and her eyes were popping out. People were getting tortured by demons, but there was just torment everywhere. It was the most lifeless place ever. What we think lifeless means on earth is nowhere in no way similar to hell. Then God took me out of hell. I remember him coming to me and comforting me. And he put his hand on my head and said, "But you are my child." And then I heard the Lord say to me, "Wake people up, that there will be a great revival, and that the Lord will pour out his Spirit upon people." And God said to be caught in that rather than the great deception, and that I need to do my part, and he will do his part. And that's where the vision all ended. If you do not know Jesus, he loves you and he died for you. Everyone has heard that portion, and I always knew that, but there was a time in my life where God showed me there's more than that, and he revealed to me all that he's doing now. And so I just want to encourage you. Jesus cares about you and he loves you and he has a relationship for you. The truth is, telling you you're going to go to hell will not bring you closer to God. Telling you that grace is here and that truth is here, God welcomes people who are humble, that will bring you to a place where you can say, God is good, because he is good. And God is giving us chances after chances to open our eyes to this, to saving people from bondage, from trauma, from sadness and brokenness. God is going to bring a great multitude of people to him to reveal that actually God does give peace. You can walk in life without anxiety. You can walk in life with purpose and direction, because everyone that watches this video has a purpose, and God has a plan for you better than any direction you could have made for your own life.